Okay, so I'm very commonly asked what people need to start polishing. So this video, we're just gonna go over like the basic products that you need to like start polishing. Not sanding, polishing. To start off your shopping cart, you need to get a grinder. The only grinder I would use to start, just to learn, because you might hate it off the rip because of how dirty we get and everything else, just get a $100 Bauer variable speed 3,500 RPM grinder. The variable speed, see that? Yeah, you set your speed. And you need to be able to set your speeds. You need to be able to change your speeds on your buffs. We're not going to get into all that. We're just going to get into what you need. This is going to be a long video, but just hang on tight, sweetheart. It's coming. Everything from here out is going to be on RenegadeProductsUSA.com. I have a discount code. It's in my bio and the link and all that good jazz. Figure it out for yourself. Just check it. Yeah, you'll know. And then you can order it and you get money off and you save money and hoo-ha, everybody's happy. So to start off your shopping cart, you're going to need buffs. Now for the compound combination of giving, these are the buffs you're going to want. You're going to want a yellow buff from Renegade. Doesn't matter what size you get. Doesn't matter if you get center flanges or not. We're going to get into center flanges and what I like and what I don't like. You're going to start off with a yellow, and then if you're doing more of like Alcoas, fuel tank, stuff like that, I like these untreated buffs. They're a little stiffer. If you're going to be doing like American Forces and such, more of your like softer rims and stuff like that, I like the flannel wheel, softer. Little flannel, nice and soft. Yeah, that's nice. Now, with your buffs, to break them down, break them in, and rake out your compound, you need something called a rake. This is a polishing rake. No, you're not going to go out in your yard and rake your leaves, but this is what you use to rake your buffs. Yep. Now after that, you have to make a choice with your buffs. Do you want to get center flange buffs, or do you want the buffs with the nut? Me personally, I like center flanges. They cost a little bit, but it makes your buffs a little bit cheaper. And at the end of the day, I feel like they're safer. I like them. They balance out better. I like center flanges a lot. You'll never see me polishing without them, if I'm going to be honest. I think they're reliable. They're safe. I like them. You don't have to crank them down on your buff. You just get it tight, and that's that. If you start cranking them, eventually you're going to strip the threads. They're self-tightening. Just give it a little bit of sauce. Nothing crazy. Now let's get into our compound selection. This is recommended for anyone that's like just getting into polishing. So this bar here is supposed to be the one-step bar. It's called the Q36 compound from Renegade. Now, this bar is designed to be a one-step process. Me personally, as an artist and a polisher, I like a little extra pop out of my rim. This bar, if you put it on your yellow and run at 3,500 RPMs, there's a lot of projects you can probably just walk away from and be done with the one-step process. Me, I like a little extra pop out of my rims if I'm doing American Forces or anything. So that would go on my yellow buff, and then my purple would go on my white buff at a roughly 1,800 RPMs. Play with it. Find what works for you. Nothing over 2,000. And this stuff's going to go on there. It's going to give that wheel a little extra pop and pizzazz to be where you like it. That's what I do as one of the pros. And that compound selection right there, kind of wherever you are, no matter where you are, is going to give you incredible results. Now let's get into our liquids. So there's a lot of areas in rims and wheels that you can't reach. Spokes, holes, stuff like that. So for anything like that, I use our heavy cut from Renegade. It's called the Pro Red. It eats in really good. It's a great hand polish. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It's the perfect consistency for a rag, and it works great around valve stems and such like that. Now, in between my Q36 and my purple, I like to get all that excess compound off the rim because on your holes, you're going to notice you catch a lot. There's a lot of built-up compound there. So for that, I just rub it down real quick with some of the Renegade Easy Red. And that is what I use in between it. I leave it on there and I buff it off with purple, and that works as a lubricant, works beautifully. Now, every one of us make the mistake and we hit tires. When you hit the rubber on the tire, you can't wipe your compound off. You can't. So a must that you have to get, you can't skip on it, is the Renegade Dissolver. Otherwise, your tires are going to have those gray marks all over them. This stuff, you give your rag a few shots, rub your rubber down, and now all of a sudden you got clean tire again. Mineral spirits works, acetone works, all that stuff, but that stuff doesn't work nearly as good as this. And if you get it on the rim, it's going to leave a haze on it. It's not good for you to have on your skin. This stuff, it's not going to cause hormone imbalances or anything like that. It's not necessarily bad for you. I wouldn't drink it, but like it's not bad if it gets on your skin. Mineral spirits and all that, that's a no-no. It's not good. That stuff's also great for like American Forces and the lettering and stuff. When you polish it, you're going to see they're going to get full of that black. You spray a little bit of that stuff on there, it melts it right out of there. Take a rag, wipe it off, a little bit of hand polish, wipe it off. You're freaking gorgeous. And that's pretty much everything I would use for the polishing aspect. Sanding, we'll get into that another time, but that's everything that I use to polish.